Hi everyone, I'm Francesca. Are you ready to learn some exciting information about the evolution of Western drama throughout the centuries? Let's get started. Oh, but first, do you happen to know what time is it? We are in ancient Greece and it is time to drink. The first theatrical performances were indeed introduced to honor Dionysus, the protector of wine. That's right, wine. It all took place in these huge amphitheaters on the hillside, where 14,000 citizens of all kinds could sit in the theatron and enjoy tragedies or comedies during the so-called Dionysia, a drama competition whose winner would have been financially supported in his work by these rich Athenian men, together with being praised with a big banquet. Wait, what's going on? We have moved to the Middle Ages, and that can only mean one thing. It is time to pray. Most of the plays will be performed outside churches on moving cars called pageants, which could sometimes have multiple wagons, each hosting a different show. I know, I said it was time to pray, and that's because the mystery, morality and miracle plays, which developed between the 11th and the 14th century, were respectively about biblical events, the idea of God being the only way to salvation, and the saints' lives. An example of play from this period is Everyman. Its aim was to analyze the vices and virtues of men through the use of allegorical figures, like the personification of human feelings, which are the protagonists of this work. Another step in history has been taken, and we now find ourselves living in the Elizabethan Age, also known as the Golden Age of, well, basically everything. The Queen was the one to commission the writing of the plays to the playwrights. She wanted to be entertained, but also to engage her people in the beauty which is theatre. Oh, I almost forgot. This is time to reflect. Shakespeare, who is the most famous playwright of all times, belongs to this period. The themes he focuses on in his plays are love, uncertainty, conflicts, and discrimination. As a matter of fact, don't we all agree that the unforgettable Hamletic doubt has generated some sort of reflection in us? Come on, don't tell me I'm the strange one. Here we go again, one more century has passed. It's the Restoration period and it's also time to celebrate. People were in fact very happy about the end of the Puritan rule, and this sentiment was shown on stage. Plays reflected a society recovering from years of division and unrest. But still, people of the time had quite a lot of difficulties to face. William Congreve wrote about those problems in his The Way of the World, a work in which he expressed his criticism towards the trend of the members of the upper classes of marrying purely in hopes of raising one's reputation and money. Wow, time really does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? We are now entering the 19th century, and we're about to meet Queen Victoria. She was a strong woman who believed in strict rules and who tried her best to give her nation the good example. Anyway, I feel like this is time to criticize. No one but Oscar Wilde was able to truly talk about what was going on. Anything that was slightly different from the perception of normal people had back then was bound to a life of isolation. Wilde experienced such a thing on himself due to his homosexuality and his ability of recognizing the lust for immortality that is built into every human being. We're almost done, just one more century to go, the 20th, the century of the theatre of the absurd and the time to wait. This is an era of illusion and bewilderment, sensations described in Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. Nothing happens. Nobody comes, nobody goes. It's awful. The hopelessness in the protagonists' lives, Vladimir and Estragon, demonstrates the extent to which humans rely on illusions to find a purpose in a meaningless existence. I'm very sorry to tell you that our journey has come to an end, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you at the theatre.